Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Virgo for July 2020. So keep in mind it's general, my friends. Take what you feel resonates with you on a soul level, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages do come through today, it's still up to you and your active free will, and the choices you make and the steps you take to get your fulfillment in this world, and to me that is personal power, baby. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. At the end, if you feel like this has resonated, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along this ride. So I am going to take a moment to call in spirit, to ask Archangel Michael to join us, to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, as well as the most far-reaching of messages for only the highest good of those of us watching. I would also ask Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and Goddess Isis today to join us as well. So I'm going to start off here first with a message from Life Oracle by Mario Dugue as a little spiritual advice that might help us the best along the journey this month. So for the sign of Virgo, please, what messages do you have for July, please? What would be the most helpful messages for the sign of Virgo for July? There's a lot, so we're going to take them though. The bottom of the deck is unity. Today I become one with my inner light. I live in the present moment and stop trying to defy time. I no longer react according to my fears. There will never be a valid reason for me to stay from my own inner light. I become calm and regain a lightness of spirit as I connect to my inner self, center in my heart, and glow in all my divinity. And this is super important because when we are in union with ourselves, this is when the magic happens. So we have a few things. Growing. Use every experience as a learning experience. The eyes of the heart. Let's see things a little differently. Not maybe what our ego mind sees on a superficial level when we see, but let's see it with how does it feel for us. Strength. And this is Archangel Michael to me. Loud and proud, loud and clear. That you have your own personal strength beyond maybe even what you particularly know. Unconditional love, and we have letting go. I'm going to start by reading this one, letting go. Today I leave my fears in the hands of God and regain my inner peace. I know that God is within me and everywhere around me, sending me what is most beneficial for my soul. I'm never alone. God sends his angels to help me face each difficulty. I am without fear because I know the best is yet to come. So I feel like one of the biggest things already is letting go of any preconceived notions we have as well of what love needs to look like, what our life needs to look like. And I feel like this idea of the power of time and productivity, that, you have to reach certain goals by a certain time to be productive. Productivity is so many different things, and I feel like working on yourself and growing is really important. Each day I nourish myself with the light in order to grow in divinity. Through the messages that life brings me, I study my inner being to improve myself in the eyes of God. I am here to learn and grow, not materially, but at a soul level. I find my balance between material and spiritual worlds, and I am free of inner conflicts. As you start to grow on your spiritual journey as well, there's a lot of things that are going to fall away. I feel like you're going to realize, I've thought this way for so long, and then all of a sudden, that kind of thinking doesn't really jive with me anymore. It doesn't align with my soul. So it's okay that things don't align with you anymore. It means that you're growing. The eyes of the heart. This is such an important one. I rediscover the real beauty in everything and every person I meet. I see beyond the personality and its superficial nature, and see with my heart the energy of love that dwells in all of us. I know I am filled with wonder at the presence of God and all that is. The eyes of the heart allow me to see the divine shining everywhere. I now live in true light. This God as well that they're talking about, it doesn't mean necessarily, one almighty God. It means source spirit, the God within us. And I feel like this is important as well to remember that unity, because we're all one. We all are interconnected, and the energies that we may be feeling, they come from a collective source. So at this time, especially because we've been kind of undergoing, I guess is the way, or enduring a global pandemic, we've all had, no matter where we were or are in this world, we've all had a collective strength about us. We've all had collective fears that we've had to overcome, and I feel like a lot has changed. A lot of people have kind of had to awaken en masse because there's so many changes going around, and a lot of times the world as we've known it, it's different, right? So looking at everything as a learning experience, but seeing the beauty in everyone as well. You know, not viewing it with an ego mind, as well as knowing that unity is important. If we're in balance within us, that's easier for us to connect with like-minded individuals as well as it's easier for us to share our light. We're going to let go of the fear, hand it over to Spirit, hand it over to Source. For me as well, this is Archangel Michael. Give it to Archangel Michael. I do not let my emotions control me. I keep my thoughts pure and do not yield my power to anyone or anything. I rise above self-doubt. I gain confidence in myself through my own power and my unshakable faith that I have the strength to overcome anything. I find courage and truth, and to overcome my fears, I resort to the most powerful weapon, love. And the last one, unconditional love. This to me as well as Christ consciousness, this pure giving love, that we love ourselves, we love others regardless of, you know, their social stature in this world, their economic situation, what they've been through, how they've lived before. We can see the beauty in them now. And I feel like this is also allowing people grace and forgiveness when it needs to come. Letting go of preconceived notions as well of worthiness of love. We're all worthy of love. We're all worthy of second chances. And this unconditional love doesn't mean that we're going to keep pouring our energy into people who keep hurting us, but this means that we're going to share the wealth in the world, I feel like, and we're going to do this together. If you can see here, there's a group of people. And it's important with unity as well, because the more of us that share this idea of unconditional love and choose to grow and choose to express the wealth in our hearts is what I heard, okay? The more that happens, the more peaceful and calm this world will be, and the more as a collective we're going to experience a major shift. So I see the light in everyone. I see beyond the personality and feel compassion for all my brothers and sisters of the light. I do not judge anyone, but accept others as they are. I feel unconditional love for everyone without expecting anything in return. I discover what is in divine in each being, and I join my soul with theirs so that we may grow in universal love. And I feel like this is important in the way that we set an example by how we live. We teach our kids, we teach our friends how to treat us, our family how to treat us, but what the boundaries that we put up. When we come to the world with an open heart, and when we see with our heart, there's a song associated with this one, but when we do that, we're spreading peace and love out into the world, and the hippie agenda wins, right? But unity, mind, body, and spirit. And I feel like this is really important. I'm not really a religious person, but the do unto others as you would have done to you, that's important. So not holding on to it from necessarily a religious standpoint, but just as all people, if you would not want someone to treat you in a certain way or judge you in a certain way, act accordingly. And the same thing, again, I'm not religious, but I'm hearing less judged, lest not you be judged, with this letting go of judgments and, you know, seeing with the eyes of the heart, not judging people or situations until we have more of the story. There's a Christian song, I say I'm not religious really, but there's a Christian song that every time I see this card, I feel like it, I don't know who it's by, but it's called Open the Eyes of My Heart. And it's like, open the eyes of my heart because I want to see you, right? And I feel like this is important, because if we see people with a judgmental mind, if we see situations with a judgmental mind, are we truly seeing them? Connect with your heart space. And connect with, I feel okay, connecting with our heart space, and I feel like this is also when we see people, making heart-to-heart connections. So, let's see here. What messages do you have? So this is the self-love or self-care, sacred self-care oracle. I absolutely love it. It is new to me. So, okay. We're going to ask some messages. I'm going to put those back and see. We're going to ask some messages here for Sagittarius on, okay, you get spend time with animals. Dropped all the way to the floor. I think it's important. So spend some time with animals. Number 48, there's a stag here or a deer. And these to me represent unconditional love. I also, today I was playing around with one of my decks. It's the Archangel Animals by Susan Cooper, I believe. And the deer came out. And for me, it was important because the deer represented Archangel Michael and Faith. And these are divine counterparts, right? And this is Archangel Michael to me as well, with his sword of truth and this focused intention and strength. Getting outside, spending time with animals, pay attention as well to what animals you see. What does this totem mean? What messages are here for you? What other messages do you have here to help foster unity, please? I think is the one. And strength. Thank you. Strength is grand unity both years. Ground yourself. Connect with nature. Also here, this is the rainbow is representing your chakras as well. Being in balance, being in alignment. So if you can see here, there is energy from this purple, this violet light coming down through the crown, much like this sword. And in the unity, she's just surrounded with light and it's coming out of her heart space, the power. This one, bring that light down. So take your shoes off, spread your toes apart, sit down, meditate, do it outside, but allow the energy to transform down through your body, transmuting any negativity, filling your body with light, and asking anything excess to transmute through the earth's core. I'm going to read you a little bit of number 25. The mantra that you could go throughout this is, I am grounded, stable, and strong. Come in the present moment, connect with the earth, and stabilize yourself in a harmonic state through grounding. The practice helps you integrate higher messages and callings by bringing them fully into your physical body through the earth's energy field. To ground yourself, sit or walk barefoot on the ground. Meditate on the sensation of connecting with the earth. Close your eyes and imagine your body growing roots into the ground. Visualize the roots going deep all the way into the center of the planet. Picture yourself drawing in the energy from the earth's core and using it to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. When you open your eyes, allow yourself to feel calm, centered, and clear. And this is a really great affirmation. I am grounded, stable, and strong. And this is definitely connecting with animals. You have here underneath it, I think this is important too, build strength. So with this strength building, exercise in general is really, really good for our mental well-being, because as we get moving, our endorphins are out, we release stress as well. So if you are feeling extra stressed, find a way to get some exercise. But strength building is really important here as well, because this is mentally as well. When we are lifting, when we are working out, when we are building our strength, we are pushing ourselves beyond sometimes what we thought was possible, okay? I personally, it's been a while since I've done this, but I used to like watching the 21 Day Fix with Autumn Calabrese, and you know, that woman could kick my butt and I'd be swearing the whole time, and what you can do in a minute and the progress that you can make. Maybe during it you're so upset with it, it's so difficult, but the power that you feel after and the pride in yourself after is so rewarding. And there's also, it's how you feel afterwards. I'm not saying anybody go, you know, if you can't work out, if you can't strength build, that's okay too. But if you're feeling like you need to connect with your body and stay in this body to be in unity, we also need to be harmonious with our body as well. So for some of you, getting out there and strength building may be important. And it's also why I brought her up with the 21 Day Fix or other programs like that that are at home. Not everybody can get to a gym safely right now. So this is also something that you can do at home. And also, it is an exercise in mental strength on keeping yourself to goals, to a schedule, and following through and seeing results in the end. So one more card, please, Spirit, for letting go. Okay, change that. For opening the eyes of the heart, please. So you get make an altar. This could have anything that is meaningful to you spiritually. You could even have a vision board here, but creating a sacred space. Aromatherapy. For some of this as well, this could be, using essential oils. This could be smelling certain foods. She also has a crystal here, but she's got a diffuser. If you need to experience calm throughout your day as well, this could help you. If you need to get to sleep, this could help you, as well as if, I heard patchouli as well. If you're feeling like, you need your mood uplifted, you could use this. As well as this is going to get us a little bit more harmonious because we're not using chemicals. You could switch out so many different things with essential oils. Burning bowl ritual. So if you are feeling like there's something blocking you from truly expressing your strength in this world, personal strength, emotional strength, physical strength, or if there's something that you need to let go of, write it down and burn those things. Make it a ritual. Set up the altar. Burn some sage, smell some sage. This could even be, just light a candle if you don't have aromatherapy, aromatics. Okay, we'll just use that. But do something that's engaging you. You're engaging your senses. You're connecting with your senses. You're connecting with your body. You're grounding yourself. And making sure that you do this with intention, that as you burn each piece, acknowledge, how did you feel? How did it feel to write this down and let it go? And the last one here is look for fairies. See the magical in the world. Let's see what that says. Number 30. I believe I see before me. Keep your eyes and ears open for evidence of fairies and other ethereal beings. Remember, you're genuinely all around you, brimming with creative ideas and guidance to help you on your journey. You just have to tune into their presence, but first you have to believe they exist. And for some of you as well, you may get little nudges. I always think when there's birds around me, when I'm outside or I hear the chimes, that there's a little spirit nudge here. So pay attention and believe as well. That's the first thing. As well as crystals and fairies. There are some schools of thought that there is a fairy that is assigned to each crystal. So it could be something more to look into. I'm going to get into the tarot right now. Remember that you are a strong individual and that I feel like unconditional love has a strength that is unmatchable, because we are able to love without expecting something in return, and that's important. So let's see here. For the sign of Virgo, what messages do you have? This is the Wildwood Tarot, guys. Thank you. So you get the Three of Bows, which in this deck is about fulfillment. Often this one is about waiting. They want me to show you the bottom, which is the Journey, which is the Death card in this one. And this is about changes and transformation. It was in the reverse. I don't feel like it's as important that it was in the reverse, just because I feel like it's the way I shuffled my cards here. But you also have the Ace of Bows. So spark of life, brand new start. This is the Ace of Wands and Three of Wands. There is a doingness, an action, and this could be also with this Death card, that it's going to take an action, right, with the burning bowl, letting go. If this is working out, an exercise, or getting connected into you, it's going to take action on your part. You're going to have to do something, but it's going to be something that you feel good about and sparks your interest and gets a drive, a fire under your butt, so to speak. Let's find out more about this, please. Tell me more about this, Spark of Light. So for some of you, you could have a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your life. The bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups here. Right away, I have the King of Bows and the Adder. This is drive, determination, as well as you could have fire in your chart, guys, but I feel like this could be a big month for passion, a big month for doing, a big month for actually making changes as well. So these were all in the reverse as well. If there's any blocks towards you achieving your goals. I feel like this is where it's important not to choose not to see it with this card, this journey, not to choose that now's not the time, but to encounter these blocks head on. Be really open and honest with yourself, seeing through the eyes of the heart, not your ego mind. Be like, is there something blocking me that I can do something about? The burning ritual, the connecting to spirit, the connecting to source, and connecting to yourself and grounding yourself is really important, because you have the Knight of Bows here. And this is important too, because this is movement forward. You are getting your fulfillment. Something new is coming, something very wonderful into your world. And this is also something I feel like that is passionate. You have the Knight of Bows as well, and this is, I heard sometimes cunning and sly because it is the fox, but beautiful and majestic and alluring as well. You have the Five of Vessels, about ecstasy. And I feel like this 5 is about change. I heard manufactured change as well, because it's intentional. You're choosing to focus on the power that you have, and you're choosing to focus on everything in front of you rather than what has been tipped upside down. Because oftentimes the 5 of Cups is that, looking at what's been lost rather than what you have. And this is rejoicing and celebrating what is around you, using your spiritual tools, using your spiritual power to bring fulfillment to your own heart. And then we have the 2 of Vessels here. So for some of you, this for sure could be a romantic relationship as well, with the 10 of Vessels on the bottom. There could have to be an ending to either other relationships, again, old ways of viewing life, viewing love. We also have unity here. For some of you, this could be kind of divine counterpart energy. This just also could be unity within a partner that sparks, like, and sets your soul on fire. And I feel like you owe yourself that, to encounter and to accept that kind of energy. This is wonderful energy. With this 10 of Cups, this is true contentment and fulfillment in your world. With the 2 of Vessels, it's romantic relationship, like-minded, liked hearts. And this may require you doing some healing and growing in order to be able to fully either manifest this into your world or accept this truly and to respect it, as well as to believe it's possible. What else do you have to tell me, please? The Divine Feminine, the Green Witch. The bottom is the tree in the world, so there's major changes coming, guys. But this is you being creative and you honoring your feminine power, your yoni power. You see down here, this is, she's creating, right? And this is the portal. For some of you, there could be families created. For some of you, you may already have family. But there's passion. There's so much passion here. And I feel like I'm happy to see that not only is there passion, though, with this King of Bows, so it could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or just somebody who's got a lot of drive. This is a passionate, heated, could be very sexual kind of relationship, but once you do the work on you, regardless of whether you are a man or a woman, how you identify, this is the feminine aspect of the divine. This is you being in your creative powers as well, and in your nourishing powers, and you standing firm and strong in your feminine aspect. As well as I feel like the emotional side here, the emotional aspects, they're taken care of. Tell me more about this green woman, please. What about the green woman? Get the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Bows. So this could be a water sign. It could be, again, part of this, because this woman is the Earth Mother, right? She's nurturing. She is caring. And this salmon, the Queen of Cups, swims against the current upstream to spawn, to create life. And I feel like this is a really selfless act, right? This is this unconditional love of knowing that this will be her demise, this will be her last run back home, and to carry on new generations. that sometimes moving against the grain and moving against the stream, you're going to have to swim really, really hard sometimes to find what sets your life and your soul on fire. Not your life in terms of we're burning this shit down, baby, but as in, I can't believe this exists. Telling you about the journey. Okay, so number 13, we get the stack. What needs to change? Because this is friggin' awesome, right? There's growth that needs to happen. What needs to change? We have the decision. Oh my god. You have the green man. So there's a divine counterpart here. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Either that or that's you coming into wholeness and unity. We have the King of Pentacles here. So this is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Could be you guys, Virgo. Could be another man in your life. Could be an aspect needing to be grounded. But this energy is, I heard, so potent on this. I just want to show you guys one more time because, hello, unity. There is something, so I digress. What needs to be changed, right? What needs to come to an end? Is that it? Oh, here, 4 vessels, links. Okay. So, we have the hooded man here is needing to look deep inside and make a decision. Make a choice. And I feel like sometimes this may be to walk alone, to stand alone, to be able to be driven and passionate, and this is also family orientated, but very strong in their goals, very strong in their convictions, very connected to this earth. So there's a few of them. There's the 6 of vessels. So this particular individual could be stagnant, feeling pretty stagnant in their life, needing, I feel like, to make a choice. There's a 6 of stones here, and this one is about exploitation. And the Page of Stones, which is setting foot to make something different. I feel like whatever the death needs to come to, however you resonate, it may be on more of a the masculine side. Again, you can be a woman or a man, doesn't matter, because we all have this masculine, feminine polarity within us. But I feel like if this is just you, this means that you need to take charge and make decisions that are right for you, that don't have you feeling discontented, and that don't have you feeling used or feeling like, you're begging for something. And to take steps forward positively to create the change. Because once this happens, there's so much waiting for you. I feel like it's still just going to take this hooded man for a little bit of enlightenment along the journey. So I'm going to pull one last card for you guys from the Isis Oracle, and just ask what Goddess Isis would have you guys know for Virgo. Spirit, can you help with some advice for the changes that need to be made here, please? For some of that, with the death, that's whatever needed to be let go, whatever old things needed to be sacrificed. Get the Chariot of Ascension, the Merkaba. I'm going to read a bit from that book for you guys. Spiritual work of the higher initiate, yeah. Merkaba. There's an incantation I want to read to you guys. Lady Isis and Surface Bay, shining bright. Support my Merkaba, build my body of light. I am in your protection now, and from harm I am free. Align me now with my inner divinity. Oops, shoot. I lost it, guys, sorry. Maybe that's all you're supposed to hear. But through my own free will, as a being of light, I am now my Merkaba to a light, arising from below and descending from above. Penetrate darkness too with divine light and love. Merkaba, protective, body and spirit as one. Fragmentation and disconnection are now forever undone. Stay in unity with you, stay true to your soul, and see with the eyes of your heart, my friend. This is all a process, and you're moving up, baby. talk to you later. I hope you have a great month. Love you guys.